and welcome back to the channel. Well, you find me today on leg one of my Land's End to Groats hike. So I'm just leaving Penzance now. I've just stopped off at Spoons, had a breakfast. Yesterday got down here really late afternoon at Land's End. So a bit of a drive to get down there. Not too fantastic in the old roads, and probably August is probably not the best time to go down to Land's End. Land's End itself, just a massive tourist trap. Couldn't even get a picture next to the signpost. You had to pay for that, and there was a massive queue. And to be honest with you, I wasn't hanging around. I wanted to try and steal a few miles last night. So I did. I left Land's End, headed across the southwest coast path northwise, and cut across into some really unlooked after paths. I did see on a few people who were doing the Land's End to Groats. They did come across a lot of paths that were in really bad nick. Now I've got a wee bit of shade. So I'm on cycle lane number 3 coming out of what's it called? St Michael's Mount. So walked across the coast down there, so heading up here. Now going back to what I was saying, the path just got really too busy. It is a Saturday. It looks like this cycle path following the main road into Penzance. I think it's the A30. Yeah, I think it's A30. Quite a short day today. So I took that 10 mile off yesterday. It was I think the initial first day was 24 kilometres. So I'm quite happy to break it down a bit. So I'm heading up to Hale, and I've got a campsite up there I'm going to book into. It's only £11 a night, and just get some admin done. I think it's better to take it nice and easy at the start, rather than flying out there and doing 22 miles on the first day and then knacking yourself out for the next 3, because after that it's back onto the southwest coast path. Good morning. Day 2 on the Land's End to Groats. I think I'm going to have to abbreviate that a wee bit. It's a LEJOG, I think they call it. Yeah, so just left Hale, which is way back yonder. It's got 3 miles of beach. Yeah, I walked quite a bit of it last night, and then I went inland to the rugby club. They have they must do it through the summer, but they have a little campsite there. It's only £11 for the night. I got up this morning and have a shower, but they locked them all up, which is a bit disappointing. But there you go. Where am I going today? Parenport, I think it's called, which is a 20 mile day. I'm a good 9 miles in already. So got to get in there and find somewhere to pitch. There was no campsites unless I go into the actual town. I don't want to do that. I want to be out of the town. I want to be clear of it and out, because the next day I've got to push on up again the southwest coast path, and then it's a little dog leg in the way, starting to go inland and cutting across to Bodmin, and then up to, what do you call it, up to, I'm trying to get these things right in my mind so I've got stuff to think about when I'm going up to, oh my god, the national park. Oh, that is terrible. The national park we've just went to court over and got allowed of access to it. Dartmoor, that's the one. Jeez, so yeah, Dartmoor, a bit disappointing. They're still firing on there. And it's going to last for another 2 days when I get there. My whole idea was I was going to go cut straight across and then up to Exeter, but it looks like I'm going to have to traverse round Dartmoor. But anyway, on the southwest coast path again. It's been quite kind to us actually. This part, the only down and ups you've got is when you reach sort of coves and settlements, which is quite good because we've got toilets and stuff like that. It's really, really well kitted out on the southwest coast path, to be fair, so far. And I've got today on it, tomorrow on it a little bit, then I'm off it for a wee bit, and then a few days later I skirt it again, and then I'm done with it after that. In fact, I go right to the finish at the start point, basically, is where I actually come off it for good. Yeah, but what a contrast for yesterday. It was absolutely toasty yesterday. It was quite a delightful day on the beach. Took a wee walk in the water because I got my legs all cut with the brambles and that. Got the salt through all of that. Yeah, see, this is the bit. It's about the southwest coast path that are a wee bit annoying. Puts the time right on it. The ups and downs. I think there's another one after this as well. But there you go. I'll put this camera away and get a move on. Just left St Agnes there, stopped off for a quick pint and a bowl of chips. You can say it was chips. It was those ones with skins on it and stuff. It felt like they were done a wee while ago. Yeah, this path is a bit stairs, steps and steps and steps. Yeah, to be fair, the southwest coast path is really well maintained. Some of the bits that I went over today, you can see that they've been out and cut it all back. There's a better view here. Now there is I believe there's like a natural sort of arch here somewhere, but the tide's coming in. Yeah, the tide's coming in. I'll just swing it round. Yeah, which is a bit of a concern because Parnport is where I'm heading to now, and you've got a whole, it's about 3k worth of sand to get across. If the tide's in, you need to hang about and wait, or you need to go around it, one of the two. But I'm about an hour away from there at the moment, and it's just 1 o'clock, so I should hit there about 3 in the afternoon, so give me plenty of time to wait, and then I'll pitch up for the night over the other side, or if I can find a campsite I'll go there. Yeah, it's a clag coming back in again. Right, it's like being in a sauna, that's what it's like. Not like a jungle, it's like being in a sauna. Right, I'm going to push on and get up here. As you can see behind me, that is your normal British summer. Absolutely hanging day today. Right, I've just left. Behind me there is Perranporth. I've got about 4 k's to do, and then that's today done. However, it's only 2:30 in the afternoon, so I think I'm going to push on just a little bit for a couple of k's more, nothing too stupid, closer to Newquay, just eat away a couple of k's from tomorrow. Little caves around here. Yeah, back up. This is danger of falling rocks. Yeah, not if you're up there. Fishy smell around here. Jeez, oh. Little caves people have been digging out the side there. See. Let's get a welcome to the beach sign here. That's funny. Yeah, so it's across the sand dunes, and then I'll try and find somewhere to pitch up if I don't feel like going any further. But not a bad day today, day 2. It's not a couple of miles off. To be fair, walking the southwest coast path, I mean, I live on the other side of the southwest coast path. All the videos that you watch that I do are all on the southwest coast path. If I've not mastered that by now, then I'm in trouble. Right, going to negotiate these steps and find somewhere to pitch up. Good morning, day 3 on LEJOG. I'm just packed up from where I pitched last night. I'm going to head down into, there's a little village down here that does say it had public toilets. Get some water taken on, use the facilities, get a wee wash and stuff like that, and then a little change of plan. So in 2 days I was supposed to be through past Bodmin, and that was going via Newquay and then up, round, and then onto a trail and back down. So it was actually a bit of a loop going all the way around that I'd planned. So looked at that last night. I'm going to go the direct route today. Just going to take it actually. So that's going to be a lot of little back roads, an awful lot, navigating through hedge lines and stuff like that for about I'd say about 22 miles. It's going to be it makes sense to do that anyway, because it will cut half a day off the overall travel doing it this way. Bodmin wasn't one of my stopping points before we hit what was it, Tavistock. That would have been my next place. It's going to bring us a wee bit up short for that, so I'll make a decision when I get there. But yeah, so Bodmin is going to be the destination for today. So it's just after 6 at the moment, which is fine in my books. It just gets me going. As I say, get down here, get some water, move some bits and bobs about, and then I'll go to a little place called Saint something. I'll put it on the screen where it is, can't remember, because it's a new route to me, this one. Yeah, Newquay at the moment, they've got the surfing championship or something like that. So it's mega busy, in and out. There was no campsites. A couple of people walking the southwest coast path told us last night, don't bother going round that way, every campsite's taken up. Basically on the route that I was going. So yeah, won't be doing that. That's a cracking little beach, this. yeah, there was people in the water last night up to about 9 o'clock, splashing about in there. The RNLI had their little van sort of 4x4 down there. As soon as they disappeared, more people came down. Funny that, innit? And I don't know what I seen. I think there was something swimming about in the water, dolphin or something that was playing about a few yards away, about 20-30 yards away from them. But yeah, it was quite a wee sight to behold. Yeah, I don't think I will be back on the southwest coast path for about 4 or 5 days now. In fact, more than that actually. Yeah, it is more than that. Yeah, I'll be going round negotiating Dartmoor. I'll make a call on that as well when I get there. I really did want to go straight across, but the live firing doesn't finish for another 3 days. It's marked for on the internet. But we'll wait and see. Right, check it now. I'll go and find these public toilets. Good morning. We are now, I'm going to say it's day 4 on the LEJOG. LEJOG, sounds like it's a jog, it's not a jog. Right, yesterday left the southwest coast path, then went inland. That was a changey route, so what I was trying to do was cut a day off, or half a day travelling. Which worked out absolutely fantastic up to about 2 o'clock. I think I hit, when I cut across, I hit a place called St Column Major, I think it was, St Column Major. Hit there and the heavens opened up and the wind, geez oh. Yeah, I think we were getting a bit of the storm, or the tail of the storm, or whatever it was. But anyway, I stopped off, got some supplies from the old co-op, and then headed across to Bodmin, but it just had the brolly up most of the time. Didn't really film much. Just had to find somewhere to pitch, which is quite easy. See, these hedges aren't hedges in Cornwall. All this stuff here, they're walls. Big solid walls. I think back in the day when they ploughed the fields and all that, that's what they did. They got people up and they picked all the stones and they piled it up round their property type thing. And then the hedges just grow on top. And you can see there, I think that's a bit of an artificial one, but it's something similar. They just stack all the stones on top of it years and years and years ago, and it just grows over. And there, it's just solid. So you've got to be really careful. Some of the driving habits of people in these little roads, no hazard perception whatsoever. So a few times I was in the hedge and the old stinging nettles and brambles. Yeah, anyway, I skirted down round through, I was going to skirt through Bodmin, but I picked up enough stuff from St Column Major and just pushed on this morning. Headed up there, and I just went through a place called, is it St Moat? St Moat, I think. I'll put it on the screen. Tiny little place there, because I planned all the route to hit these toilets so I can get water and stuff like that, but it's starting to be a bit of a struggle with the water situation because the toilets are all these automated hand washing machine things now, and it blows hot air and gives you soap. You can't really fill up your water bottles, and trying to avoid getting into people's houses and knocking doors and stuff, or using outside taps. Still theft at the end of the day if they're not there. Yeah, so it's been a bit of a problem. So anybody that's planning to do this, just to be aware of that, you're not going to get water at public conveniences, which is a bit sad. Ones that are not run by National Trust, they've got taps. If it's a National Trust run one, it's just those air dryer, big stainless steel things. Yeah, so today I've got to try and push as close as I can to Tavistock, and if I can get within about 4 or 5 k's of it, I probably stole a day already, which would be quite good. And then my next plan is, once I'm at Tavistock, is obviously get across Dartmoor. It's about 10:30 now. Been walking for a good few hours, but I'm taking it nice and easy. I did sort of push myself yesterday. Yeah, so if I get to Dartmoor, Tavistock, I'll weigh up my pros and cons, whether to cut across and up, which is make me feel like to do that rather than skirt all the way around. And if I do that, I could probably pinch another day. You never know. Right, coming up to a junction. I hope I'm not going back downhill again, because these hills, jeez. Yeah, I'll need to go and check the map now. Well, that was a wee bit of scramble through there. I've done that thing where I've seen a path on the map and it's been a while since it's been used, but luckily the landowner, he's walked me down here. It was very, very nice of him to show me where I need to go. Now apparently across here there should be another path, and that'll take me to, yep, there's a path there. There's that part of the river. Oh, looks like a part of the river. Yeah, that was a bit of a joint to get through there. I lost a few pints of blood off the old legs. Yeah, wear shorts, it'll be great. There's so much air around your legs. Yeah, the chap was saying that the path I went down was the right path to get me onto here, but one of the landowners decided he didn't want people going through here, so he blocked I mean, it's said blocked, there's a whole load of rubbish and pallets down there, and it's just all overgrown with brambles. So you couldn't actually get down and cross the little stream. But nonetheless, I'm there. It's now getting to about 2:30. It's getting to the warmest part of the day. A wee bit of hills to go up, then I'm into the next village, which name escapes me at the minute. And then from there, I'll be getting the head down and heading straight to Tavistock. Are you going to let me through? No. You going to let me through? Yeah. Going to let me through. This gate opens out the way, not in the way. No, you're not going to let me through. Yes, you're going to let me. Will you make your mind up? No. Okay, don't make your mind up. Come play with your brothers. That was quite interesting. So, a little shortcut that I'd all sorted out. So this has been 2 disasters of shortcuts so far. That one there, it's the farmer's planted corn and he's taken the path out. There's no path. The only way you get through is going through all the corn, and that's a big no-no. Yeah, just about going to have to go about 800 metres that way, 900 metres that way, and 500 metres back up a detour because the farmer's stuck the corn in. There you go. Sometimes the paths are good to you. So the path gods are good to you. Sometimes they're not. And that was a case of, yeah, don't want you to go this way. Right, I'm hanging a left here to go back up onto the path that I was on. Unless I can find another wee shortcut. I hope this is the road. Yeah. I have on one occasion walked up someone's driveway thinking it was a road, but there you go. That's Cornwall. I'm on this road to, I'm going to say Gunnislake, but it is literally on a cycle path for about the last hour, I think it is. Not complaining. It's going to get us to Tavistock. Well, in fact, I'm not. I'm going to stop at a couple of woods next to Gunnislake, stock up on some stuff, and then in the morning just move through Tavistock. Gunnislake, yeah, I think it's quite good, this little, it's a bit of a climb though, very, very slow incline, but I'm going to take it. Sun's covered up a wee bit as well, which is not too bad. Right, I don't know if you can hear me over the cars, but over there, that's the River Tamar, and I think, is it Plymouth Sound they call it? So Plymouth is just there with if you can see the skyscraper type bit of the flats or whatever they are. So I'll be heading down that road, and as soon as I cross the Tamar River, that'll be me leaving Cornwall, and I'll be in Devon. Right, so I just crossed the bridge, so that's me in Devon, left Cornwall. Just going to head up that way to find myself somewhere to pitch for the night. I'll check in with you in the morning. Oh, good morning. It's warm. You can maybe see with the background. That's me on Dartmoor. I came down to Tavistock and pushed on through there. What a lovely place that was. I'd like to spend a wee bit more time there. It was a bit of a nightmare road, to be fair. You've got the main road that actually runs through the B road, and it sort of zigzags. It's quite a bit of a walking back in yourself type route, but nonetheless, on to Dartmoor. It's just gone 10 o'clock in the morning and it is boiling. I mean, absolutely boiling today. So I've got suntan lotion on everywhere, especially today. But yeah, we're now in the roving hills. Yeah, now in the roving hills of the Dartmoor National Park. I'll be camping up here tonight, and I'm not going to push it today. I think I did push it yesterday. There was a lot of road walking. I can't remember, is it Gun or something? I'll put it on the screen. Walking down to there, it was like I think it was about 5 miles of footpath at the side of the road. I did. It went on and on and on, all the way down to the bridge where you cross from Cornwall into Devon. But it was nice yesterday, lovely and cool. We just got the miles in today. The biggest worry is water. I know there's a few campsites up here, but I believe I did see it on the map. There's definitely a pub at the top of this hill where I can fill up with water, hopefully, if they're open. There's a lot of places don't start opening down here till Wednesdays through to Sundays. They're not open Monday, Tuesdays. But we'll have a look anyway. But there's a few streams that we're crossing, and I've got the filter with us. Will help out greatly. But it's warm. This is probably the warmest I've had it. When I was down in the coast, you had the wind, it didn't feel as warm, but this is just as still can be. Well, that's so I'm a day in front now. So this is day 5, which is actually day 6, and it's not the route that I'd planned anyway. The route that I planned would go all the way around the actual national park, but this one I'm cutting across and then up to the right where it gets a bit more tricky, up to Exeter. So camp on here tonight at some point and then try and get to just outside Exeter on the next day, and then head up north again. I think from Exeter it's up to, let me think, Taunton. Yeah, work my way up to Taunton, and then I'm going to have a rest day. But today we'll shortly be crossing the 100-mile point, the first 100 miles away, which is not that significant when you've got another 1100 to go, but it's still a target. I do like my targets. Right, going to put this away and get some more mileage in. Here is enough confirmation. just made our way through. That's out a, not made our way through, I'm out of Dartmoor National Park now. So just following a trail for about the next 5-6 k's by the looks of it. I've already opened and closed God knows how many gates, just getting about 1,000 metres. At least it's sort of defined. Yeah, what a cracking day it's turned out to be. Righty, well that was a absolute beast of a day. My feet are a wee bit, they're a bit stingy. Maybe overdid it a wee bit coming across Dartmoor. So, where did we come from? So, went down Gunnis Lake over the bridge, and then I pitched in the woods down at Hatchwood, whatever that was. Stayed there, terrible night's sleep. Had right next to the main road. It was absolutely like shock. Well, it wasn't a main road. It's an A road that runs. It's a weird one. This one, it runs parallel. Well, it crisscrosses the main road. It's weird. So you've got a B road that crisscrosses it all the way across, and then you've got an A road with two-way traffic on it. But anyway, it was noisy. I was in like a little bit of the road. You can see there actually. And there basically, and then a racket. It was just not a good night's sleep at all, to be fair. So toddled on this morning through Tavistock. Beautiful place, Tavistock. I was there too early, nothing was open, just going through, but it looks like a wee place for a nice wee explore, to be perfectly honest with you. So up through Tavistock, I stopped for breakfast at, place is covered in critters. I mean, it's really covered in critters here. A pump house, wasn't a pump house. The pump house is up parking, so it hasn't really got a name. It was a spot height 389. Anyway, it was that parking spot there. Had breakfast and all the horses come over. It was lovely. Beautiful weather. And then it was a long jaunt up the hill. Went past Princetown, which is where Dartmoor Prison is basically situated up there, and then cut across all the way down to a place called, I think, Two Bridges. Yeah, Two Bridges. Stopped there, had a quick pint. Lovely hotel, really lovely. Got chatting to some people that was there. Well, they came talking to me, asking what you doing, you daft with that big thing on your back in this weather. And then two Shire horses come down. They do like equestrian sort of runs round there, and people were waiting to get on there, and I got chatting with a chap there, and he offered me to pitch in their farm, which is actually just down the valley in there, but I've come up for that valley because you can't get any phone reception. I've got to have phone reception. If you've seen the prior pictures, the mast is directly behind me. That's what I'll do every time. I'll head for the mast. Just make sure I've got comms on your own for the next 60 days or whatever. Got to have communication with Sandy, make sure I'm alright, send the what's 3 words over there so she knows where I am. Anyway, but up here where I'm at just now, it's cracking. I'm just at a place called well, I actually went through, I'll go back to what I was saying, went all the way through, I think I went all the way through the park. Anyway, I'm outside the 40-mile-an-hour zone now. So it's like normal sort of travel. You have got the odd tor you can see just poking up in the hills, but it's definitely a way off the beaten track now. Did quite a wee bit of cross country as well, which is absolutely lovely, going through farms full of geese, kittens. What else was there? Just old ruined cars, abandoned places, just amazing little places. You could just stand there for hours just watching it across this little river. There was an amazing place. What a camp spot that would, a wild camp spot. Unbelievable it would have been. Nice breeze blowing through, it was all green, no critters, it was just too windy for them. Nice lovely stream, would have been amazing, but it was just way too far back for me. Anyway, I stopped in at North Beauvais. I'm not going to say it's Beauvais, I'm going to say Beauvais. Had a quick pint in there and used their Wi-Fi to send Sandy a message, and then I've spotted the old mast, and then I've headed up the hill. My whole plan was actually to get to Morton Hampstead. Not getting here today. It's only 2 k's down the road to there. I will hit that tomorrow morning. Hopefully, it's got a hospital. Yeah, it's got a little hospital. It looks like it's got a bit of an establishment in it, and I can pick up some food for tomorrow. And then it's away up the road again, cross country, all the way up to, and this is my biggest quandary, Exeter. I hit Exeter, and I'm going to have to push north to Exeter. It's where I am just now. It's about 15k away. It's not far enough away for me to get caught in the city. I don't want to get caught in the city, so I'm going to push up until I find somewhere to, oh dear, the eye watering. Put a lot of suntan lotion on today, it was absolutely boiling. It's all sort of getting into my eyes. Anyway, yeah, that's my plan tomorrow, to get to Exeter and then push north. At the moment, I think I'm doing between 23 and 25 miles a day. And before you ask, well, why are you doing that, Dafty? Which I asked myself a few times. Normally I do about 4 kilometres an hour over highland terrain. That's my normal sort of speed, is about 4k an hour. There's a hell of a lot of road travelling in this one, and what I mean by road, those little tiny thin sort of countryside roads. I mean, the roads down here have definitely got an identity problem. You know, A roads, B roads, tracks. There's not that much between both of them. You can walk down one road 150 metres and be on an A road, a B road, and a track. Well, it feels like a track because it's got grass and moss and all that growing up on the inside. But yeah, interesting place, Devon. Haven't really stopped anywhere yet. Oh, my eyes are absolutely stinging here. I've taken antihistamine as well. Oh god. Yeah, took an antihistamine as well because the cuts and that I've got on my legs. I've got a few horsefly bites as well. There's little ones here. They're not like the big ones up in Scotland that you see flying about with saddles on their back. They're little ones here, and they're on you for seconds, and they spew that acid bite onto you, and then you're done. Yeah, they're little tiny. You've got to be really, really quick with them. But anyway, pitched up for the night. I've definitely, that's me over 100 miles. So 5 days, 100 miles. It's definitely over 100. If I've got the energy tonight, I will go through and replan my route. So you can see there where I am, and Old Devon, where that green dot is. Yeah, it's been it's been an amazing journey so far. I hate that, amazing journey. I sound like I'm on the X Factor. It's been a brilliant wee adventure so far. Going through the map reading side. I love map reading. I do. I really enjoy it, and I enjoy trying to beat the system, if you know what I mean, by going the quickest way or the smoothest way and stuff like that. I mean, today, to be fair, if you look at the bottom there on the height, that wasn't too great because you're going over Dartmoor. I was up and down all day. It's only 500 metres of elevation. Was it the highest bit, as I said? If you look at that, you're up and down and up and down and up and down, and that was yeah, the worst part. The rest of it, that says 60k on there because I've got tomorrow's journeys already in this detour that I've done. So yeah, there's a bit better tomorrow, hopefully. Hopefully, what am I seeing? Yeah, I mean, basically, once I go through the village, it's all downhill basically to Exeter, and then up onto Exeter. I think I've got it's a whole trail that I'm using all the way up to. I can't remember the name of the place, but the day after that I should be, fingers crossed, in Taunton, and then I've got a rest day, and I'm starting to look forward to the rest day. I'm down at my last charge bank as well. This one's no. It's still going. It's got one. It's got one bar, but it's flashing. And it's not charging this, so it's dead. Yeah, so I'm down at my last charge bank. I've got the drone to charge and this to charge, and then that should do me. I've got one spare battery for that, but I've used all the drone batteries. I want to get the drone up tomorrow as well. I've got some cracking footage on the way. But anyway, enough of the jibber jabber. I shall check in with you tomorrow. Good morning. Just after 6, I decided that I was going to bail from where I camped last night quite early. The farmers, you know, they do work extremely long hours, and they were working last night when I was in the tent. They just didn't see us, so I've just heard the 4x4 heading up the hill there as I was leaving. Where am I going to? Morgan's. Oh, it's terrible. Can never remember the name of this place. It says Morton Hampstead. Again, another little place that I planned because it has public conveniences in the little village. So I'm going to go down there, get a quick wash, try and get some water because I'm down to my last bottle, have some breakfast, and then it's push on from Morgan Hampstead to Exeter, and then push through Exeter up north a bit to find a place to pitch tonight. I realise I'm starting really early, which means I will finish really early, probably about 2 o'clock. You can't really pitch up anywhere at 2 o'clock, so I might investigate Exeter a little bit while I'm there. Have a wee look around. Anyway, really quiet this morning. Love it when it's like that. It did rain last night, a little smattering of showers, and looking back over to Dartmoor there, it looks really murky. But anyway, let's get pushed on and get bloody little fly things. Yeah, let's get pushed on and get down to the toilets and get cleaned up a bit. Well, that was Morton Hampstead down there. Lovely little place, looks to be thriving actually. You can see where I came over yesterday. Remember rightly, way up there, those woods, forestry block goes over to the left and come over that way. You can still make out parts of Dartmoor, little rocks, the peaks sticking up. Yeah, there's supposed to be a path through there, could not find it, so I had to do about a kilometre detour, head up here and back down onto the other road. These lanes are really tight, not these ones, but the ones coming up the way are really, really tight. Right, I just hope the weather holds out. It's lovely like this, it's really nice and cool. That's me in Exeter, where I'm just now. I'm on the X Valley Way, which I'll be heading north. If you can see the clouds behind, well, if you can see the clouds behind us there, it's not looking too prominent. It feels very staticky. I think there could be a wee bit of thunder coming along shortly. Very muggy. But I'm going to try and push on up to Thorverton, I think it's called. Yeah, good morning. It's just after 6. Just broke camp, as I say, and I am still on the X Valley Trail. There's another wee good bit to camp in there. Yeah, I'm about 4 kilometres outside Tiverton. Push in there. There's no public conveniences there, however there is a Wetherspoons which opens at 8, so no great rush to get in there. Nice steady little bimble into the town, and then it's have some breakfast and then hang a right down onto the, I'd say it's a Great Western Canal, and then follow that up to another town that escapes my name, escapes me, whose name escapes me, and then on to Taunton, and that'll be the first of my rest days. Now my rest day was supposed to be day 10, but we're making some really good headway on these lanes. Especially last night. I don't know how many miles I pushed out last night, but it was a few, to say the least. Right. Yeah, nice little walk this actually. There's a nice little walk. There is a bit of lane walking on it, but there is quite a bit of countryside in it. Is it the River X Valley Trail or something like that? Did I say it was the X Valley Trail? I can't remember now. But the river's just down there. You're actually quite a bit off it. You can't hear it. Right, I'm going to push on and get some breakfast. Righty, so I've just traversed the Grand Western Canal. It's just given me a wee bit of a taste of what's to come, because after Bristol I got the Severn Way, and then I hit a lot of canals that's going to take us northwards up to the Pennines. Yeah, need a lot of music, because it is, although it's beautiful, it's the same beauty all the time, if you know what I mean. It's a bit repetitive. Yeah, so I'm just going to head down here. This is where it all peters out. I'm going to Beacon Hill, which is right on the border of Somerset and Devon. So I should be leaving Devon shortly and heading into Somerset. Yeah, I'm just literally outside, what do you call it? Wellington. That's the place. Yeah, I've seen a wee spot. That Beacon Hill looks really nice. I get a nice wee sunset view tonight. And then I'll get up tomorrow morning and head on in, find the spoons in Taunton, and then head up to my campsite. And I've got 2 days in the campsite. There's no point booking in today. I've only got like a few hours out. If I pushed on, I could push on. I'm so sort of umming and ahhing about if I should just continue on and get into Taunton, but I want to get in there. I've done some walking, because there's nothing worse than just stopping. That's when you start getting pains and cramps and stuff. So I'll go up tomorrow, walk in the 10k or so it is to Taunton, find a spoon, sit in there, have a nice breakfast again, and then it should be time to let me in. If not, I'm just going to go on and pitch up. I've paid for Saturday and Sunday. And then chill out, get the admin done. It's got washing machines in there, which is of the utmost importance. So I get my stuff washed, and then I'm probably going to knock up a quick video on Sunday of the kit that I'm carrying, and then I'll just publish that, just to make sure that the channel, it's got these channels, if you don't keep them ticking over, you just sort of, I don't know how it works, but your view and just dies off. So I'll do a wee kit one. Right, yeah, it's definitely come to the end. It's amazing how we've hit a wee bit of agricultural land, and it's I'll face this way because that's bogging in there. Morning. I think this is day 8? I'm Saturday, yeah. Day 8 actual, because I did start walking on the Friday. This is now Saturday. Right, just came through Lower Westford, I think it is. I'm heading up to Wellington, and I'm going to hang a right, get back on the wee B roads and head to Taunton. Yeah, camped had a cracky wee camping spot last night in amongst the corn. It's actually a public sort of path, and it was just a nice big clear area on the right hand side of it. And I popped in there, had a bit of disaster. I've ripped my quilt with with my zip on the inner. I must have caught it in there and rolled over and sort of pulled it, so I'll have to stitch that up. Right, so off ski down to this is Wellington, and then up into Taunton, and on a rest day where I can get a shower, because I am absolutely buzzing. I've been sweating. It's just a sweaty smell. And get my admin done. I'm going to spend the day there. Really dark in here at the minute. It's only about 7:20 in the morning on a Saturday morning. Yeah, so push on, find a spoons in Taunton, get some breakfast, and then wait till 11 o'clock when I get on site in the campsite. Well, this is not good. So yesterday, I got, if I can twist my leg over, I thought I had a bite on my ankle there. And my foot and whole my leg is all swelled up all the way up here. Normal, sort of ankle, leg, I don't seem to have. It's just all swollen all the way up. I think I might have an infection. Bugger. Yeah, see that there. That's me in Taunton now, in the campsite that's selected. Excuse me if you hear all the trucks and everything going by, because foolishly enough it is right next to the dual carriageway. Don't know why. Lovely little place. It's got all these peacocks walking about the place. The facilities pretty basic. They haven't got a kettle and a microwave, which I think is generally the norm for most campsites now, but they haven't. A lot of camper vans and stuff in there, but quiet enough. That's all I'm after. Showers are clean and tidy, toilets are clean, there's a washing machine and stuff, and it's there. I can get all my stuff charged up. Well, that walk up, oh, that was the paths got that bad where I was walking, coming into Taunton. They just have not been looked after at all. It's funny as well because I'm pretty sure I passed a ranger type guy, somebody with a little millboard, a little hat and all that, and he was bouncing down the road as if he was going down to check this paths. Absolute shock, and I got absolutely ripped to shreds on them. And then I decided to come off them. I'd had enough and come across the road, which actually made my journey quite a wee bit longer. So I sat in spoons for a little while, had a quick bite to eat in there, and started charging my stuff up because I wasn't too sure up here what it would be like. And luckily I did, because there's 2 sockets available to charge the stuff in this whole campsite. Which, again, some of the really cheap nasty ones I've been in, they've got charge banks all set up for you. But there you go. You take your chances, as they say. Yeah, bit of concern. The old foot, my left foot's giving me a lot of jip, and it does look like it's starting to swell up a bit. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I've got a funny feeling something's niggling away at me. I've got a funny feeling I think maybe I've got an infection in it. It just feels really weird. It feels like it's really pressured, ready to pop. Yeah, but I'll have a look at that later on and make a decision. I mean, there's so many things I can do. I can being in Taunton, I'm about an hour and a half for pool. Believe it or not, I'm closer to pool than I was for the start. I could nip down to the doctor's, get an appointment tomorrow, and find out what it is, because it does feel like it's an infection. I have got a bite on my ankle, which is not very nice. Well, I'm saying not very nice. I don't know. It looks like a horsefly's bite or something, but there's definitely something there on my ankle. Again, sorry about the sleeping next to a road. This was a silly idea. It's quieter out in the fields. But anyway, don't know how far I've come. I will total it all up. I've just sort of lost track with all the changes that I've made. Just looking at, studying the map a wee bit closer and where I can go. It's definitely done me the world of good. It's definitely worked in my advantage. If I'd went the way I was going to go, I'd be arriving here not tomorrow but the next day. And I'll tell you what, I'd have been shattered if I was. But yeah, getting across everything was pretty good. So apart from the foot, which could be a big thing, because I need them to walk on, obviously. Everything else is great. The bag is great. I've ripped this. I've ripped it on the zip. But I'll go down to town and get a wee sewing kit and stitch it up. It's really thin material on here. I'll get all my charge banks all done, and then in the morning I'll wait and see what the foot's like, and if it's still swelling up or it's painful to walk on. It is painful to walk on, trust me on that. I'll need to make a decision. I can probably get into the doctor's, get Sandy to come and pick us up, say she's only an hour and a half away. Get down, get into the doctor's to see the nurse and find out what it is, and then get some antibiotics, and then just wait it out. I can't sit here and wait it out without going to the doctor's. It's just not conducive, let's say that. It won't help me get moving any quicker. In fact, it'll just probably make it worse. So I best go and see somebody and get it looked at. It is really starting to, bottom of the leg is really tight as well, so I think I've got an infection with all those cuts that I got. First time ever wearing shorts. I made the decision I was going to wear shorts all the way, and my legs are absolutely shredded. Anyway, I'm going to get on with the rest of my admin and get some rest. Had a wee chat with a couple of people there, really nice folk, and asked me if I needed anything. You do find that in campsites, people are really nice, but yeah, they can't fix that. You know, you can swap a headache tablet about ibuprofen and all that, but not antibiotics. It's not the right thing to do. But yeah, it don't look great. It don't look great, and I'm determined that I'm going to keep going, but I'm not going to make things worse. I'm not going to be disappointed, because I know I'll get back on the trail as soon as it's healed. But so I think I'm sort of making my own mind up here talking to you that I'm going to go and get it looked at and get it fixed. I think that's the best thing to do. Right, going to go on with the rest of my stuff. Gone to YouTube, see what's happening there. It's quite quiet, YouTube in the summer, because everybody's on holiday. Haven't met anybody else walking on the actual LEJOG at all, going north or going south. Haven't met a soul, which, yeah, probably bump into them when I hit the Penning Way, I would think. So fingers crossed that smell will go down. If it doesn't, I'm heading back to Poole. I'll go and see the doctor, get an emergency appointment and get it sorted out, and then get back on the trail as soon as.